Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast.
I was
Chris
enjoying our new
Adams.
theme music, Chris.
In case you forgot me, Chris Adams, and
And
the guy over to my right today, my right hand man,
ooh
head banging,
yeah,
head banging to the music you couldn't hear that he heard just then, but you will hear when you listen to this podcast.
yeah.
Travis
I
Rollins.
like that new stuff. What's happening, everybody? Yeah, welcome back.
Travis, it feels like it's been 2 weeks since I've talked to you.
It feels like it's been that long, dude.
It
100%.
feels like it has been 2 weeks since I've talked to you. Really,
Yeah, it could have
we
been.
we
Maybe.
for those of you who don't know, we do pre-record these shows.
We're
right
in
now.
syndication.
We're not brave enough to go live just yet because we don't know who'll be running the board and who might be drinking their Pete's drink or anything, and we don't know if we can make it go right. So
That's true.
we're not brave enough for the live shows yet. But last couple of weeks have been crazy. We've had Easter weekend, and then Travis, the week before you went to a Comic-Con, right?
Yes, went to a Comic-Con and it was pretty cool.
Tell us about that Comic-Con for a minute, man. What was it like?
Was pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome, man. It was more than I was expecting. We're growing around here in Greenville, South Carolina. I had been to a couple in the past, and it was just kind of small and smelly. But but now, I mean, we had dude. I got to meet Frank Trigg, and I cannot remember the other guy's name. He's sitting right behind me. I cannot believe I'm disrespecting him like that. But I got me some cool autographs. Hang on just a second. I believe his name is Colin Hines. But they played the two dudes from the Book of Boba Fett there. Get that glare off of them. So I got that. Cool. And that's Frank Trigg from doggone UFC. Same one. And then I got super excited. So we had Kevin Sorbo was there from Hercules fame.
Hercules.
I got to introduce my son to the legend, Arn Anderson.
Arn Anderson.
Yeah, Arn Anderson
Double
was
A.
there. Double A was there. Got to shake his hand, talk to him for a minute. The Steiner brothers, both of them were there. There were a lot of comic book people there.
Did you get like a picture with Arn Anderson or anything?
I didn't. He was walking out from behind the booth, and I snuck the opportunity in to be like, hey, I kind of flattered him a little bit with my son. So he stopped for a second. So kind of used a little bit of psychology there. So yeah, that's right. I thought this one of the greatest of all time. He's an OG Four Horsemen.
That's right. You should have had that picture made with all of y'all just doing this right there. Four Horsemen.
I know, right? For real. Oh, I did get a cool picture too. Mr. Sylvester. Man, you catching me on the spot. I can't remember his name. I know his name's Sylvester because I always remember Sylvester and Tweety.
Did he do stuff that you liked?
He did some stuff that I liked a lot.
And you can't remember his name?
I can't. It's
You just made the list.
I knew I was going to.
One time of many. That's the first of many right there.
Oh, I'm gonna be on a lot of lists. I'm on the list. Sylvester McCoy is his name. His name's McCoy. He was the 7th Doctor in the Doctor Who series, and he was also Radagast the Brown, which is what cool. That's what I was marking out over right there. Is Radagast. I'm like,
Lord of the Rings. Hobbit, I should say.
The Hobbit, yep. And he took pictures with me and my son. We've got some snaps on there that I haven't got up on Facebook or anything yet. And this was 2 weeks ago, people. So
yeah,
something that I'm really truly proud and happy about, and I still don't even have it. It's still sitting on the phones.
That's awesome. I'm glad y'all had fun.
We had a blast.
Nashville has one coming in May, and I'm wondering if I'm going to be there in time to go to it. And I'm also wondering if I'm going to be able to go to it, period, because as of right, I told you a week and a half ago, I went ahead and quit my job because we're getting the house finished for sale. Right. So for those of you who listen to past shows, I live in Panama City, Florida, but we're moving back to Tennessee, just outside of the Nashville area, somewhere surrounding there. We're still not sure yet where we're going to go to, but right up in that general area. But the house should sell pretty quickly because houses here are just going like wildfire in the market. Right. It's really crazy. So I'm
And
sitting there
then you'll
thinking to
only be
myself,
about
it's
6 hours from me. So my wife has already said that we're coming to visit pretty soon when you do get moved.
well, as soon as we get set up, I'll let you know where we at,
Heck yeah, buddy.
and we get something going on. But maybe everything will get going quickly, and I'll be able to have that little extra spending money to go to one of these things soon. I think there's one in May and one in June, one in 2 different places, one at the fairgrounds in Nashville and one at one of the auditoriums in town there.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, I'm glad you guys had fun. It sounds cool. I've not been to one in several years, and I went to Pensacon in Pensacola, and that was awesome then. So,
Heck yeah, they had a lot of people there. That the cosplayers did a lot better job than what I've normally seen around our area too. Like it's getting bigger, it's growing, and Borderland Comics puts it on too. And Borderland has been around here for years, so they're
the cosplayers are half the fun. I mean,
absolutely, man. We had some amazing stormtroopers, and we had some people out there dressed up as the Avengers. And the furries, of course, were in town. And then there was all kind of people, man. We saw Midori. There was one kid out there that was, I don't know that it was a kid, but someone was out there of smaller stature, dressed up as Midoriya from My Hero Academia, which is anime, and they did a splendid job on that one. Now he looked good, or she looked good. Whoever it was looked good.
Last time
Because you don't ever know, man.
had,
Some of these girls out here, it seems like usually that the girls are more into it too. And it's funny too that a lot of them cosplay breaking into fashion design, which I thought was really strange to find out. It's not, it doesn't seem strange now, but when I found it out, I was like, huh, that's weird.
It's funny when it comes to cosplayers because you think it's a bunch of geeky guys out there being nerds and everything and geeking after their favorite game or movie or a hero or something, but a lot of people don't really understand. There's a lot of girls that are gamers out there that love these things just like we do. They may not be out there in droves like a lot of guys are a lot of the times, but they're there and they are really into it and they do a great job with the cosplay.
And like I said too, though, a lot of it's not just geeking out. There's just as many people out there that are trying to get into sci-fi effects and into special effects and into actual fashion design that are using that as a platform to showcase what they're capable of.
Fashion design
from scratch and
costume
design on movies,
costume design, the makeup and stuff,
makeup and FX.
Everything. There are some people who even make their own masks and stuff.
Oh yeah, pour their own silicone and latex.
Yeah, it's really neat how they do this thing. It's very artistic and as far as it goes. But that today is not our show.
No, it is not.
Today, now that we have gotten caught up on everything of what we've been doing the last couple of weeks, today is a kind of a fun show for me. We did a show a little while back where we picked our favorite movie soundtrack songs, and we went with things like the Axel Foley song were from Beverly Hills Cop, or you did was it Cry Little Sister or something? I believe it was.
Yeah, Cry Little Sister from
Lost Boys.
We had a
lot of
Breaking. We had Breaking 1 and 2 on there, I do believe.
Yeah, I literally both represented. We had a lot of good stuff. Today, what we're going to do is musical scores. These are our favorite. We have picked 5 of our favorite musical scores. Now, these may not be our top 5 favorite of all time, but they're 5 of our favorite scores that we like from movies that when you hear it, you're going to know that movie. For example, when you hear the music from Star Wars kick in, even if you're not watching it, you know it is Star Wars. The Imperial Death March from Star Wars, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, hearing the Indiana Jones theme music. Everybody marks out for these things. Jaws, Travis, from the 70s. I mean,
people even today, when you're playing in a swimming pool, people will go dun, dun, boom, 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 like playing Shark, So
right. Everybody,
not even ever seen Jaws and still make that racket.
Right, they know what it is because it's so popular and well known. Lots of movies like that. So E.T., Rocky, they're gonna fly now from Rocky that they did. So many great things, but we have taken a few moments of our time and picked 5. Travis is not quite set up yet with his like I did on mine this week. I had a little extra time on my hands. Travis is still working hard. Not that I'm not
Yeah,
working hard. This house is killing me. But
true.
I've
And
had
I'm gonna
to
tell you,
do.
I took 2 days of PTO this week, and my wife had me running around literally all of South Carolina. I've been in 3 days. I've been in the truck. I've been to the coast. I've been back, and I've been to Linville Caverns, and I went down to
Busy.
Hartwell. Like, yeah, everywhere. So
Busy.
busy.
She told you if you didn't do what she wanted, then
You just made the list.
so it's a good thing you did what she said. That way you didn't make her list.
Yes.
That being said,
make too many lists.
don't want to make too many lists. No. But I had a little bit of extra time in my hands, and I set up this neat little contraption here called Touch Portal and Voice Meter, and it helps us bring in little sound effects or maybe some movie quotes or tidbits of clips here and there. It's maybe that might make things a little bit more fun for us. But anyways, Travis, do you want to go first with one of your picks that you made?
I can go first with one of my picks, and it was funny a while ago because Chris played a clip for me that I was like, I know this song. What is this? He's like, I know you know it. So like, here, this one is kind of the same way. But it sounded kind of like, what was the one that you quoted that had me laughing? The Zorro.
I said it's kind of Zorro-ish or something here. I mean, what is this?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do a knockoff soundboard and try not to get copyright. Just give me a second. So we try to stay away from the bigger ones, even though this is huge. This is huge. It's huge. It's absolutely huge.
It's probably a huge movie, but the
movie.
But the thing, is it from The Godfather?
It is from The Godfather.
I knew it from somewhere. I knew it from somewhere. Okay.
The Godfather from the film from 1972 that was budgeted at between 6 and 7.2 million and raked in a whopping $291 estimated million. Now that out of the movies we've been talking about, that is impressive.
Yes.
6 to 7 million, you reckon in almost $300 million. And
it's talked about every year.
Dude, yeah.
Look, as long as I can remember from growing up, I've always heard people come and going, I'm gonna make you an offer that you can't refuse.
You're coming to my house.
Exactly, Yeah,
man.
How many times
the horse head in the bed, dude?
Yeah,
If you're a gangster at all, like if you rap gangster rap music, if you play a gangster in a TV show, there's two names, and that's Corleone and that's Montana, Tony Montana. So Don Corleone from The Godfather and Tony Montana from Scarface. Like, if you don't know who those two gangsters are,
say hello to his little friend.
Say hello to my little friend. Yeah. But yeah, this movie's so huge, dude. Marlon Brando, who all was in it? Good grief, man. There was
Robert Loggia was in one.
Robert Loggia was in one of them. Robert De Niro played a young, I just said his name, Don Corleone. I think that was in the second one, like back in the old country or whatever. So it just so many people, so much that it meant to culture. Like this was one of those movies that it don't get no bigger. It just you can put that right beside anything, and then the feel of the score too. Just went right along with it. When you hear that little.
That's what I was getting at. I was like, what does this remind me of? It's like an old country kind of feel, an old world.
Yeah, because if you go back further into the beginning of it, like I said, we can do this a couple times too. Skip around too.
But we don't really got
too much of it though, because
you don't really got me though.
What's that?
When I heard it, it made me think of, you're gonna laugh, a soup commercial. And the soup commercial was mocking The Godfather.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's The Godfather. That's what I knew I've heard it somewhere before.
Heck yeah! So that's gotta be my number one. It was a toss up. Not that we're going in any particular order, but
right.
But that was the very first one that came to mind, and even if the original had been in the '60s, I still would have got one of the second or third, because that franchise is just. You can't to me, you can't talk about great musical scores or compositions without that one.
All right.
So, what is your number one, Christopher?
Well, it's not really a number one per se. It's
what is
just
your
the
first one? I'm
It's
sorry.
the first one I'm going to
Your
play
first
for you.
in
Now,
line.
this is the one that I played for you earlier that you got to get a sample of.
Okay.
All right, we're going to play it again. See if you can pick up on it.
Let's do it.
And here it goes. You ready?
Yeah. See, I know this, man. And I swear I see I'm flying in it over something. And it's not Beetlejuice. I asked if it was Beetlejuice. I'm flying over a neighborhood, man.
You know what?
Yeah.
This might be playing twice, once on top of each other.
Oh, yeah.
Let me try one more time for you. Just give you an extra one.
Go right ahead.
I'll give you an extra one here.
Ah, man.
I'm going to give you a hint in just a minute when it plays through if you still don't have it.
God, I know this. I know this, dude. I can see this in my head.
Oh, that's great.
Is it Tom Hanks movie?
Who?
Tom Hanks?
Nope. This movie at one point does have an aerial thing that you're talking about. It's a view of a race of vehicles running up and down a beach, 4-wheel drives.
Oh, it's not. That can't be Cannonball Run.
No, it's not. But that's, at one point, that's where they're at this when this is going on. Now, the movie starts out, it's a chase through town.
Okay.
And it just so happens to pass by each and every member of this young group of kids who go on an adventure in this movie.
That is the beginning of the Goonies?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my gosh.
It's the Fratelli
How did I not
chase.
get that? How did I not get that? Okay. Well, see, I could see an aerial view flying over the town and stuff. So yeah,
The Fratelli chase made
Now
this. This is done by
makes
Dave Grusin. Dave
Fratelli
Grusin's the one that did this.
Okay.
And of course, everybody knows about the Goonies. Young kids, they feel like they're the outcast of the kids' school. They're the Goonies. Goonies never say die. They got one last adventure before the town's taken over. It seems like, and they go on the treasure hunt for One-Eyed Willie's treasure. So,
and to save the town, though, that was to save the town too.
Well, they went on there to save the town, yes, because they feel like they could find One-Eyed Willie's treasure. They would be able to save the town, and they wouldn't have to move anywhere then, and that would be great. Right. They could help their parents out, and nobody had to go anywhere. One of my all-time favorite movies. I wasn't going to give you a hint. I was going to tell you that you watched it with your son in the last couple of months. You introduced him to it or something.
Yes.
But it's just a fun, upbeat kind of song. I wish I could play more of it. I just don't want to push my luck,
Right. Exactly.
Supposedly, when it comes to music clips, audio clips, as long as you're in a critique kind of situation and you're talking about it and breaking it down and stuff, it's supposed to be okay for a little bit as far as Fair Use Act goes.
Right.
Hopefully that still sticks in place. I did test this out over the weekend by uploading a different video just to see if it would get flagged, and it didn't, thankfully. So I think we'll be okay with it. But anyway, it's the rest of them I don't think you're gonna have any trouble picking out that I did. That one I thought might get you. I don't know, one other one. No, the other one's not going to get you at all. You're going to get it real quick.
Okay.
Man. All right. Anyway.
Yeah. Let's see if you can do my.
That was my first pick from the. I started to do another one from the Goonies, but I thought the Fratelli chase has to be the one because it's iconic, and you got everything from Data doing his thing with the little thing with the butt buckle with the thing. The one girl diving down for crabs, it looks like. The chunk smashing his pizza and drink from the window of the arcade.
Heck yeah. Watching
the chase go. But let's move on and get your second one here.
My second one should be instantly. You should know it kind of instantly. Go too much. Let's skip it forward.
So I know what it sounds like, but it's not it. The first thought in my head was Halloween.
Okay, so that's close now. We're in the right realm of film right, you know, the horror. So this is one of my very favorites. I used to have a CD with nothing but horror movie themes and scores on it. Like I had 3 CDs, and that's all I had. I used to listen to this driving around in my truck, man. This is Tubular Bells from the movie The Exorcist.
Oh, okay, The Exorcist.
Yeah, so The Exorcist is that one for me is that's a crazy movie, dude. Especially to be back in the 70s and then me seeing it young and all too. Like that one was wild, and it's been parodied and heralded as one of the best scary movies of all times and all that. So it's a 1973 movie.
The head doing 360, the green pea soup flying out everywhere.
Yeah, the green pea soup and all that. Yep. That was it. And honest to God, I mean, if you go back and look for the time, the way that she was made up, what was
Linda Blair?
Let's see, Linda Blair. I was trying to think of her name in the movie, but when the way she was made up, that at the time, I feel like that was some pretty decent special effects going on there.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that scene where he was at the very beginning, where Father Marion was walking into the house and everything, and dude, it's just that's creepy, man. They had the lighting just right and everything, and for me, it's as far as any scary movie goes. Of course, you know Michael Myers when you hear it. You'll know Freddy, you'll know Jason and all, but that one right there just makes me go, oh.
And that's why I was wondering where it was going with, because I didn't watch The Exorcist very many times. That's one of I've seen it, but I haven't watched it a lot. But when I first started, I was like, man, it's got a Halloween kind of feel to it, like Michael Myers, but that's not Michael Myers. That's
right.
Music. Yeah. It's close.
And see, the Exorcist, the cool thing about the score in The Exorcist is the entire score is that they used sound in that movie a lot to set the atmosphere too, which that's a subtle thing too. That's a thing that we were talking about earlier today. I sent you the official definition of what a score is versus a soundtrack or a song, like what are we calling our score? And that was one of the things that was a big deal about the score, is it's meant to be felt, not heard. You're not meant to hear your score. You're meant to feel it. And
it helps
in scary
bring out the movie,
really, right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It sets the emotion and the tone and everything.
Think about
it enhances everything.
Think about this. Think about sitting in a theater and you're watching Halloween. We'll bring up Halloween again. Mm-hmm. And you hear the do 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 do,
right? Yeah,
and then you hear
exactly.
Jason Voorhees is around, right?
Right.
But if you're in the theater and all you're doing is seeing Michael Myers peering around a corner like this, and then he's gone all of a sudden, and now he's coming back around this side. He's looking.
Right. You've got no build.
There's no music. There's no build. Right. There's no music to it. There's nothing building up behind it, getting your adrenaline going for the movie. Not getting your senses aware of something bad's about to happen. The music always tips you off something's going to happen, or it's a fun feel to the music.
Right.
Just whichever direction they want to go with it.
100%.
What they're trying to achieve.
100%. And that's the thing too. That's what I was saying too with the score too. Is the sound, what we would consider sound effects, are actually part of the score when we're talking about what a score is in a movie as well. It's, along with songs, I've got something on here on the list that. When we first started talking about this, I would have said that this is not a musical score, but I remember when this movie first came out, and the score and the artistry, the score and the artists that helped create this film, I remember that's all they talked about. Oh, the score is amazing. The score. They never said soundtrack. With a movie that I'm going to do here in a minute, but a lot of it I wouldn't consider a score because it's got singing in it. A lot of it's singing,
right?
But the entirety of it was written for this movie, which makes it not an album; it's a score.
Right, I think everybody looks at scores maybe a little bit differently.
Right, yeah. In my head, it's instrumental,
Exactly. To me, a score has always been like an orchestra type sound to it. Instrumental with winds, and you got the horns and the percussions, and the strings and everything. I mean, it brings out all these, when they're all together, a real powerful feel to the music, to the song, and everything.
100%. Well, we better get on to what your number 3 is. We're a few minutes into the program. We still got a good little ways to go.
Oh, we got this covered, man. We got this covered. I got number 2 for me to come up now.
Yes.
Number 2. Which one do I want to go with here? Let's see. We did the Fratelli Chase. I'm going to give you an easy one because it's a fun one. Okay.
Okay.
I couldn't make it.
Well, that one should have been easy. As big of a mark as I,
should have been because it's a good.
But I'm one of those that I get so many things going through my brain. It's hard to pick one out. Too.
This should have been easy for you, Travis. All right, look here.
Right, for real. It should have been easy.
It should have been easy, man. Come on.
Should have been easy.
All right, but anyway, this one's going to be easy. I know you are going to get this one.
Okay.
And if I had gotten the other one instead of this one, you would have got it real quick because it's a place. It's a place you just really want to spend your time at. I know.
Oh, okay.
But here's the other place. So here's the other song I did.
I'm gonna push these in close. I'm gonna get this one fast.
You better know this.
It's not McHale's Navy. It's why do I want to say McHale's Navy too? I don't know why I want to say that. Dude.
It's not McHale's Navy,
No, of course not. No, I don't have this one. I do not have this one.
No way. You cannot get that
Stripes.
one.
Is it Stripes?
No.
What?
That's not Stripes. It's not McHale's Navy, but you're on the right track in thinking.
Oh man. I know Goodwill ain't MASH because that's a TV show for one.
If you needed another time.
Is it MASH the movie?
It's about a 30-second clip almost. I can play it for you again if you want to hear it.
Man. No, because I know I won't get it.
There's people who are gonna be listening to this and they're gonna be yelling. They're yelling.
They're screaming at me.
They're screaming at the monitor if they're watching us on
90s.
YouTube. This is 80s. And if they're watching us on YouTube, they're screaming at the monitor. If they're listening while they're doing their workout on the treadmill, they're screaming at you right now. Travis, you're so stupid.
I know. Well, to my defense, though, I was born in 1980, so I may have only been 4 or 5 years old.
I need to throw you a hint.
Okay.
Okay, so there are 6 movies based on this.
What?
Yes.
6 movies.
Yes.
And I don't know it.
Man, you don't. Apparently, you don't know it. There's 6 movies. There is a former football player that stars in most of them. There is a guy who, along with 2 other men, had a little baby. There is
even a baby. So that would have been shoot. What?
There's
Sam
another guy.
From Cheers. Sam from Cheers.
Yeah,
that's
one of them.
That's
There's another guy in there who is real.
Oh my God, it's Police Academy, dude. This Police Academy.
It is.
Dude. What's wrong with me? This is Police Academy.
Police Academy. The Police Academy.
Thank you for giving me enough time, though. Like, how did I not get Police Academy? I told you my Rolodex goes so crazy that I have too much jumbled up.
Was it the hint of one of the 3 guys from the 3 Men and a Baby? Where you just narrow down which the 3 guys?
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't that.
Honest to God, I could hear the music was playing back, and I heard Bobcat Goldthwait. Like, I swear to God, that's what just happened. Like in my brain, I heard the music and the drums, and I heard
it was going to be this one, or it was going to be.
Heck yeah, that's a great pick.
That was. I was going to give you some aggravation. Say it was your favorite bar to go to.
Bobcat.
Oh.
Him, Steve Guttenberg. That was his name.
Steve Guttenberg. I mentioned that former football player, Bubba Smith, a gungo guy, Tackleberry.
Then we had Michael Winslow, the man of 1,000 voices or sounds or whatever.
Right. Very
like he did everything.
Motormouth Jones.
Yep. He was. I loved it when he was playing the video games in his room with nothing.
Nothing playing except him.
And then he's like,
I was.
So You want to fight me? And doing the
Part
bad,
two,
the
back
bad
in
kung fu
training.
dubs.
Yes. And now the Police Academy, it didn't really list an artist that did it or an orchestra of any kind, so I can't really give any proper credit to the people who did it.
Mhm.
But it is the Police Academy march. It was really most famous from the first one. It was really just meant for the first one, I think, but it took on so much and it became how you knew these set of movies when it come to like Mahoney and Tackleberry and Hightower and all these characters that you love so much from the movies. When you heard dun 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 dun, it's like
Right?
there it is, Police Academy.
Heck yeah.
But what do you give number 3, Travis?
For number 3, I got one that, I say it, we might not should do, but I'm gonna do it anyway because we said that we was gonna skip big ones. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to look up the here we go. So I'm gonna try to look up a different song and not the theme song from it. So we're gonna go with this. Ad, and I do get an ad, stupid ad. Let me turn this down because I'm going with the redneck soundboard tonight. I'm just doing it on YouTube. This is when a certain villain is showing up. Not necessarily first showing up. But it's going on in the background while a bunch of
now, is this the 70s again? 70s, 80s?
No, this is 1989.
89.
Back in 1989.
So
I
if
need
you
a Casey
will,
Kasem voice. Yeah,
give me a hint.
I need a Casey Kasem voice. Well, Michelle Pfeiffer, who I'm in love with, she got her fingers chewed up.
This is Batman 2.
Oh, this is Batman, the original score. That was Clown Attack. Oh, no, that was Batman 2. Why did I say Michelle Pfeiffer was getting her fingers?
Well, you mentioned Michelle Pfeiffer. It's going to be Batman 2. She wasn't in the original.
Put me on the list. That was Kim Basinger. Put me on the list.
You just made the list.
Thank you. I put myself on the list that time, people, because it was Kim Basinger.
I don't know what you're going to do.
Just, you know what, Chris, you just have it at it. Just do the rest of the show.
I'm here. I can't do it either. No,
we're done. So you got the right movie. You got the right movie though. You win. You got the right movie.
All right.
But I was talking about the original Batman.
But I mean, once you gave me when you gave me the hint, I got it. I didn't pick up on it though.
Everything gets all jumbled up in my brain, man.
But you could have used you
could have used in there because it was Vicky that he was messing with.
But you could have used the Batman part because that wasn't. I mean, even though it's a blockbuster movie, it's not really one of those musical scores that gets blockbuster credit. Technically,
yeah.
I mean, I have never heard people when people bring up musical scores. I've never heard someone go, "Yeah, but that Batman song, though." Let me tell you,
that's true.
That's true. But when you hear it, when it builds up, you know that it's Batman.
Yeah, the Danny Elfman.
That part.
Yeah, you definitely would have got that one if I'd have played it though.
Yeah.
But I did Clown Attack, and that was when the judge showed up, and it wasn't Michelle Pfeiffer, because I just got excited about Michelle Pfeiffer. I'm sorry, I told you I was in love with her. She's going to be in every movie now. She's in my next movie too. By God, it's animated.
Should I chase after her to come on the show for an interview with us? Do you think she'd talk to us?
I don't know. She might. I don't know.
Is she too good? Is she too good for us?
She's a sweet, sweet lady. No, I would never say that about Michelle Pfeiffer.
I'm not saying that she is. I'm just saying
love with her. Bro, if we can get if the likes of Maggie and the hot chick, I'm sorry, Lori, I don't mean this in no bad way. If the hot chick from the videos and Maggie will talk to us, I think pretty much anybody will. And they at least were nice enough to act like they enjoyed it. So I think that we could talk to Michelle Pfeiffer too.
You know what? I honestly believe that they did because they are good people,
too.
and we still talk to Lori. Lori's a great lady.
We do. Lori is awesome. Yeah, and so is Catherine.
And just so you know, we'll go ahead and just make it official and say it ourselves. On the show, I've already told her on her Facebook page, but happy birthday to Catherine Mary Stewart.
Happy birthday, Catherine Mary Stewart.
2 days ago, I believe it was. So we're belated on the show here, and this will be way belated because this is not going to upload for several weeks.
Right.
But just so you know, this is 2 days after her birthday has passed, and we're wishing it on
Right.
this right now.
She already knows that we love her too, though. So this is all good.
That's right.
So yeah.
That's right.
Okay, maybe what we'll do is we'll go after Kim Basinger first, because since I, was being all disrespectful and not remembering the correct movie, the correct heroine from the correct movie.
Yeah. We will do our best.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? At this point too, I'm gonna call her Vicky Valancourt instead of Vicky Vale too. So
I mean, why not? You call do the Hockey Hawkins. I mean, you get everybody's names.
We're gonna get Vicky Valancourt. We're gonna get Vicky Valancourt from the original Batman movie. That's right.
You just made the list.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay there. Wait.
So,
we're having nah. Gonna have a good time.
Fat Albert.
Yeah.
So that was your number 3, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Score from the 1989 Batman with Michael Keaton, who was my favorite Batman until I'm gonna go ahead and say it, until the Batman came out, and Robert Pattinson is now my favorite Batman of all time. Send me all the hate mail. I'll defend it. I'll die on this hill.
I have not seen it yet, so I can't say nothing. I'm going to watch it soon, though.
It's amazing. It is amazing.
I'm going to toss you a bone this time. You've had such a hard time with mine. It's like you've known it.
Come on, throw me a bone here, people.
You've known it, but you didn't know. Do it again.
Throw me a bone here, people.
It's a freaking mustache with some freaking sharks with some freaking laser beams on their heads.
Laser beams. Come on, Scott. Scott, you're the Diet Coke of evil. Just 1 calorie, not quite evil enough. I wasn't even saying evil right now. He's like evil.
Oh,
you're the Diet Coke of
evil. I am just surprised and very, unhappy. You brought up Batman and you didn't even touch on Bane at one time.
Oh yeah. Bane's just her. I love Bane. I love Tom Hardy, but his Bane voice just leaves something to be desired.
Yes,
it's like I was waiting for him to ask for a martini, stirred not shaken, or something.
Hey, I want you to do me a favor, okay? I'm going to call somebody else out here. Somebody that you and I have both listened to. We don't know personally or anything, but I feel like I've talked to these people enough that we can call them out by name. So I would like you to talk as Bane and address yourself to Bane. To Mo Shapiro as Bane, and we're going to tag him in this. Okay.
Okay. Hello, Mo. So, what am I going to say to Mo?
I don't know.
I very much enjoy your podcast. He's like, I don't know, man. He's got some doggone.
I swear. Hey, Mo, if you do listen to this, we're just having some fun, man. We're just having some fun. I'm going to my third one.
Absolutely, Mo. We have nothing but the utmost respect for you and your organization.
All right. Number 3 for we get booed straight out of here. Number 3. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna toss you a bone, like I said. All right. You should get this one because you've seen this recently. Okay. All right. So
I'm looking into the air. I got my thinking cap on. Oh, that's Young Guns, baby.
Young Guns, what?
That's the first one. That's the second one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the first one, when they're turning around and stuff, it's quieter.
The first one, dude, we're gonna talk about this soon. The first one, they're like a boy band from the Old West.
Oh man,
when it starts out, man,
they are, but I mean, at the same time,
cool.
Though, like the gritty, we're gonna talk about that later. But the gritty opening and the way that they did, to me, and with it being a Western too, like it went in perfect on that.
Yes, this right here that you heard was the part of Young Guns after he has. It starts out as him as the old man. And he's talking to the lawyer on the side of the road, and the guy says, "Well, do you have any proof of who you say you are? I mean, do you have any scars or anything?" And then he says scars. Tip the music because the music is by Alan Silvestri, and it's called Scars.
Yeah.
So he says, oh, I've got my scars, and then that he's remembering back, and it's him and Arkansas Dave and Pat Garrett are out and around. These guys think they got Billy the Kid. Now they got him.
He's
under
laying
a bush.
Underneath like a sagebrush.
Yeah, like he's dead or something. Like he's been.
I got to jump on him. Yeah, whatever.
yeah. That's exactly the part it's from. Now you get on that real quick. You said Young Guns. So you nailed that one. It was the second one, not the first one, but still Young Guns. Either way it goes.
Yeah, still. Yeah, because see, I binge watched both of those movies this week. So like one right after the other two. So some of that may have.
And I tell you, the reason why I include this one, I mean, it's not like it's powerful like the Imperial March or something like that, or fun like Gonna Fly Now from Rocky or something. But to me, it's got a good, relaxing feel to it. Right. It's got that when it first starts out, it's a little small up tempo, but still kind of small.
And not just that too. It feels like because at the time when these two movies came out, and I'm reminiscing on too when they came out. So the first movie comes out, it's a smash, and then the second one, it did so well that okay, well, now we're getting a second one. Now in the build up for this, now we've got a John Bon Jovi video coming out before it's all over MTV before the movie came out, Yeah. And then we've got so everyone, even if you didn't see it at the movies, with the hype that Young Guns 2 was getting, a lot of people went back and watched the first one. So at that moment, it was just this feeling too of we're moving forward with our boys, man. So that the way that the tempo and everything, like you were talking about, just flowed along. It also felt too like we're going back to something. It was exciting too, even though it was mellow.
Going back to an exciting time, and it's got a nice little mellow tone to it. You could kick back and sit back in the chair and listen to it and feel comfortable. And I don't know how to explain it better than that. I mean, and when you hear I listened to the whole thing 2 or 3 times the other day when I first picked it out. I just kept playing it over and over because it's just a good feel to it. I'm not saying it's calming. It's not that it's calming, but it's very relaxing.
Yeah,
at the same time though. So
I would 100% agree with that.
What do you got for number 4? Numero cuatro.
My numero cuatro is going to be the one that I was talking about a while ago. That is, like all I could. Golly bum, man! There were behind the scenes, and there were hours and hours of making of, and like this was to be the greatest animated feature film of all time. And I mean, it arguably may be one of them, but.
Lion King.
Oh yeah. You can't not get that one though.
Yeah, there's no way you don't know that one when it starts out. That one is a dead giveaway from the very beginning.
Yeah, and there's nothing that I could have played that wouldn't have been. You know what I mean? Like if I played Hakuna Matata, or that might have been I'm going to be the I can't wait to. I just can't wait to be king. Like I'm gonna be the man. Yeah. When Rafiki beats him over the head, what was that for? It doesn't matter. It's in the past. And that was Benson. Those of y'all that don't know, y'all hear us talk about the show Benson a lot. And Benson was Rafiki's voice in that movie.
Robert Guillaume,
thank you. But yeah, man. Cool. It's and I still have not watched the live action remake because I refused to watch it because I didn't get Jeremy Irons to do Scar. And if you can get the original Mufasa, you can get the original Scar. Nobody is Scar except for Jeremy Irons. He's the only voice to do that. So I refuse to watch the new one. But yeah, that whole thing, man. Being a kid when it came out, when did The Lion King come out? Shoot, this was 1993, 4.
I'm gonna have to admit that I'm guilty of never, ever seeing The Lion King.
What?
Never once.
Well, now this just proves how big that movie was then, because you heard the mama.
Exactly. I knew the song still.
So you knew the song, even though you've never seen the movie. So
right. This absolutely tell you what the song was.
Yeah. So I was 13 years old when this came out, which may seem a little bit old to be still into this stuff, but no, because I was a geek and a dweeb.
And what year did it come out?
1993, I believe, wasn't it?
Well, I don't know. That's what I was asking.
Yes.
If it was 93, that's 2 years after I graduated high school.
Nearly 100% positive it was 93 or 94.
If it was 93, I would have been 20, 21 years old at that time.
Lion King release date 1994. It was 1994. So I was right the first time. So anyway, me and my grandma went to see it now. But yeah.
Definitely 21 years old.
Yeah, I was 14.
That wouldn't have been my cup of tea when it came out, really. I mean, I wasn't big into I'm not going to say I wouldn't watch cartoons. I'd watch cartoons. But I didn't really care for Disney cartoons.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't see me watching.
That was the big thing with my grandmother and me and my cousin. Grandma had all the Disney movies on tape at home. We could watch them anytime. Pete's Dragon is my very favorite Disney movie of all time, even though it's not fully animated.
I'm trying to think of the one when it comes to Disney cartoons. I mean, the only ones I can remember, and it's been way too long because I was younger when I seen them, would have been Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I would have watched Bambi. I would have seen probably Beauty and the Beast.
That's my favorite fully animated one.
That Mickey Mouse thing with the magic he's doing and everything.
That's Fantasia.
Yeah, Fantasia. So I mean, other than that, I mean, I can't think of much of anything Disney that I ever watched. I mean, it just wasn't my thing.
We watched all of them, and then even if we didn't get to go catch them in the theaters, I think I talked about it on here before. We had the dollar movies, so after it'd be out in the theaters for a while, it'd move into the dollar movies, and then you was definitely going to see it. So we saw Fox in the Hand. We saw all of them. Like my grandmother took it. It was like a thing, and I'm pretty sure The Lion King was actually the last movie that I went to the movies with my grandmother to see. And yeah, but I remember too, like I said, man, there were the whole buzz around it was crazy because, the artists, I think it was one of the last fully hand drawn cartoons too, that Disney did. No computers involved. It's actually hand drawn, and the old school, the cells would be flipped and all, Yeah. And they were talking about how they went and studied the actual animals. So they got the musculature perfect on how they move and all this and that, and then the score and they were showing. I can remember seeing the room full of the symphony, like we were talking about, and the Lion King was a pretty big deal when it came out for sure. But that's my number. That's my number 4.
Number four. Well, I'm gonna go with my number 4 here, and my number 4. I got 2 more left. Which do I want to save from my last? Let's see. I will take you on this one here, Travis. I'm pretty sure you will know this one. This is also along the same lines of Young Guns 2, where I find it very relaxing to listen to and kind of fun at the same time.
Come on, man. Dude, I know that instantly.
Go ahead and let it play out. Okay.
That sounds like Lord of the Rings, I swear to God. But that's Lord of the Rings? Was Lord of the Rings?
Listen.
Yeah, that's when it first came into the Shire, man. When did that movie come out?
Yes. In the 90s.
Was it?
Oh, you know what? Oh, do you know what? I'm sorry. I might have boo-booed.
I think you boo-booed. I think you boo-booed, dog.
I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we were talking about The Hobbit and stuff like that when we did our 4 universes because the books came out.
Well, then we're going to let it slide.
You watch, though, man. You watch. This is going to be a 2000s. I'm going to be mad.
Because I knew that instantly. Like, as soon as you did that, I knew that instantly. Because, dude, I watched, seriously, like, the LOTR trilogy and the Hobbit trilogy. That's seriously, one of those movies is getting watched like once a month. Maybe even one of them's playing every week in my home. I'll go to sleep to those movies, man. And like they all the time. So as soon as you hit that, I knew it.
And I'm about
but I don't remember the year.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna be mad now. Watch.
I think the very first one came out in like 2001.
2001, Travis.
Oh, you hit the button.
You know
I
what?
don't have the button.
You don't have- you know what happened to me.
You just
made
made the list.
You just made the list.
Oh,
Woo.
should I replace it on the fly?
Replace it on the fly, Chris.
Okay, I do apologize for that.
Look how red he's turning.
Oh, I can't stand it, man. I'm mad at myself now.
Hey, hit Ric Flair for me too. Woo!
Woo!
Yeah, there we go. That one I'm talking
All
about.
right. Which one do I want to go with?
See there, Michael Dukakis? I don't do it all the time.
Stop it. Stop it. The man will never, ever come on.
He will, because Michael Dudikoff is a cool dude.
I have a. I don't want to say it's a backup. All right. I don't want to say it's a backup. It's not a backup. I almost picked it earlier, though.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. That's a Western. No. Oh, come on. Oh, I know this one. That better not be Conan. That better not be any Conan movie or I'm going to be mad. I want to say that's like City Slickers, dude, for some reason. City Slickers is hitting my head, but no, it's not.
Nope.
That's not Indiana either, because we said we weren't going to do Indiana.
Oh, hold on. I didn't do this 2 times in a row, did I?
Are you serious right now?
I may have done this 2 times in a row, Travis.
Oh my God. Oh, this is a great show. This is going to be a great show. Everyone got to love this one.
I'm pretty sure I didn't run the board tonight, but I messed everything up.
Woo!
Okay, we're going to take out the last 2 things that I played.
Well, what
Okay,
was
the last
what
2
was the
things
last
that I played.
At least let us know what the last one was.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
Do it.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh my God. That's why I know everybody listening to, half the people at least.
Okay, I've got something that I know was 90s for a fact, okay?
Right. Cross-reference that.
I know. No, I already know for a fact it was the 90s.
Now Max and Mo going to be getting on you now because we don't do
Dude,
it.
I don't want to hear it. I'll get some like audio thing of Bane voice going, you don't know the time frame of your movies.
I was born in that era. Hey, but we leave it in though because it's good entertainment.
Okay, I just see. Make sure I don't get a.
We're not gonna go back and cut and splice and make it look like it never happened.
All right, you ready?
We're regular people just like you.
Are you ready?
I'm crazy. I was ready.
Here you go.
Ready.
Here you go.
Boom, boom, boom. Baseballs.
No.
I don't know that one.
You'll know it in just a second, possible.
We're gonna get hit with copyright. You want to go forward. Skip it. Skip forward.
That was it right there. That was the part you would have known.
That's the Last Starfighter.
Nope.
No. You did not just steal my pig. There's no way you just stole my pig. Is that Jurassic Park? No. Okay.
No, but now I know your last one though.
No, now you know my last one though. I don't know.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Oh, okay. Great movie. I used to have a replica of his sword in that movie because that was a great.
You know what they
sword.
say?
The Robin of Locksley.
Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm. So yeah, I had a replica of the Robin of Locksley sword, which was beautiful. Y'all go back and watch that movie again and look at his sword, the way the hilt, the way the handguard and everything's made. God, I think it's one of the best looking movie swords ever. And a cool movie too. It was okay. Had Sean Connery and when this is mono now. Sometimes I feel like he's got a hair lip. I feel like Kevin Costner had a hair lip at some point.
I don't know.
He talks like this all the time. It sounds like he's talking through his nose, no matter what. I hate Kevin Costner, but I've never seen the man.
That sounded nothing
movie.
like Kevin Costner to me.
It does. That's how he sounds in my earballs. It hurts
your
me.
ear.
It's like he kicks me in my earballs.
How did I just take up the 7 or 8 minutes for one song?
Yeah.
Give us your number 5. I'll never guess it.
Because how did you do that? How'd you do that? I wanted to specify. I wanted to clarify though. Even though I hate Kevin Costner, I cannot name you a bad movie that the man's been in. He has every movie that man is in is an amazing movie.
Postman,
and he's good at them. Hey, the Postman was good, bro. I like the Postman. Kevin Costner does not have a rhinestone.
His version of Wyatt Earp
was terrible, but Wyatt Earp was still a good movie. If you watched Wyatt Earp before you ever saw Tombstone, it would have been fantastic. But because we all saw Tombstone first, Wyatt Earp.
Yes, it ruined it.
It did. It ruined it.
It ruined it for us.
It was still a pretty fantastic movie.
If
we're going to be 100% honest.
5 already that I can guess because you already given it away.
This is going to be a hard one. I don't know if you're going to be able to guess this one. It's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough. So, all right, give me just a second, guys. Here we go. Yours kind of reminded me of it, though. It did.
Oh, no. How will I ever get this one?
I'll give you
I'm picturing big scary short-armed T-Rexes doing this everywhere.
I don't know. Why would you think about that? There was a mosquito trapped in amber. Right?
I'm going to go ahead and guess. I'd like to say that it's Jurassic Park.
Hey, you got it.
How I ever got that, I will never
know. That one has Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr. in it. Or it could have been Sam Neill instead of Freddie Prinze Jr.
And Laura Dern.
And Laura Dern.
I think you're confusing.
We got to keep the ball.
I understand what's going on. You're mistaken the movie with the big scary things with the arms that like this, with the dog that talks because he's high all the time.
Oh, that might be what it was.
Scooby-Doo. See, because they were in Scooby-Doo.
They were.
Not Jurassic Park.
Could have been in. There was monsters in that, though.
Yes, monsters.
Yeah. Well,
so
I got the wrong song, too.
All right. Well, the last one. That was your last one.
Don't forget Jeff Goldblum. You got to don't know. Jeff Goldblum.
Yes.
So Jeff Goldblum is doing a new show, and I can't remember if it's on Netflix or Amazon. It's I think it's on Disney actually. It's The World According to Jeff Goldblum, I think it's called.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, it's a fantastic show. He does a show about blue jeans. Yes.
And just so we get it out there, for people who been under a rock and don't know lately, there is another Jurassic Park coming out, and Jeff Goldblum and Sam Neill
and Laura Dern
are back in it with Chris Pratt and the others that are currently with it.
Absolutely, and Ron Howard's daughter. You did good, Ron. Cool. Ron, you did good.
Cool. It's gonna be cool.
You did good, Ron.
Travis.
What's up?
You are never going to get my 5th one.
Never, ever.
Never.
All right, let's try. This is from 2018, right?
Yes.
It's a space movie. This is a space movie.
It's a space movie.
Is this the Last Starfighter? I'm just throwing the Last Starfighter out there.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe. So it is.
Last Starfighter, yes.
Okay, yeah. I thought so. Because that's what I was like.
That one played a bit longer than I thought it was. That should have been cut a little bit shorter, actually. But you know what? I mean, the way this thing works here, since it's still new to me, everybody. I'm still learning the software, but the way it works so far,
and the internet.
I'm also learning dates.
It's okay. I have trouble with names.
Numbers confuse me. Okay, 2001. 1981. It's all the same. But apparently you can start and stop these with like if I when I hit the button to start it, there's supposed to be a button that you add to it, like another click part that will stop it when you want to stop it. However, when I have tried this, it just plays it again on top of it. And the other night when I was, preparing for this and trying it out, I played the Fratelli Chase 4 times in a row within a few seconds of each other, and I had to wait forever for it to end. It just and it was the full song too, not the.
Oh no,
dude! I just turned everything down, walked off, and came back.
Yeah, you got to do that at that point.
But now that we're done making fun of me for the week, for this week that you guys are hearing, we're done making fun of me. I'll be glad when next week gets back here and we go back to making fun of Travis again, just between me and you.
I feel like it was evenly dished out this week, though. We did a good job this week. It was.
I will say so. I got dates wrong. You got names wrong. Hey,
we did good.
We're a perfect pair here.
That's why people are tuning in, though.
I know, because we're awesome. We're awesome.
Accidentally.
We're accidentally awesome, and we like it.
We're changing the name of the podcast to Accidentally Awesome.
That's right. Accidentally, that would have been cool, actually.
That would have been cool.
Accidentally Awesome, yeah. Make sure that you are not accidentally following us on social media, but looking at our social medias every day and following us to keep up with what we got going on. Exactly on purpose. Yeah, we are at Retro Life for You, just as the name says. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on TikTok. Don't do as much with TikTok lately. I need to get back in the habit of that again, Travis, because that was doing pretty good for a while. I enjoy TikTok, making the little video things, but it's getting to where they are getting real picky when you put stuff up, and they're hitting you with the copyright things, and they either silence your video with no sound, and it's pointless then, or they just delete it, one of the two. It's kind of crazy. But Instagram, if you really want to get a hold of us, Instagram is the way to do it. That's the best way to reach us. Email for the show at retrolifeforyou@gmail.com. Always reach us there. Travis and his Radagastar in the background would like to tell you that we are thankful for you watching and listening to us this week, and we hope to see and have you hear us again in the next one.
We love y'all. Watch the greatest movies ever made. They started in 2001. These are the best movies.
Thanks for clearing that up.
And they got an amazing score, too.
Thanks for clearing that up. We'll see you guys next week.